Interesting development within Nigeria's opposition party, the PDP. Let's now talk to our senior political correspondent, Solomon Ajuziogu, for more on this development. Solomon, well, PDP is back in the news for all the terrible reasons, unfortunately. But both the Weekend Makinde groups were really optimistic of a good outing in court today. But from governor's perspective, what would you say this ruling means for the leadership of the PDP?
I think that this ruling provides one of the greatest opportunities for them to get their acts together. So whereas we've been dealing with two groups, it seems there's one man outside the two groups now, Sule Lamido, who went to court to affirm his right to participate in a democratic process. So because if the Turaki group has to appeal this, then it means that the party will be dead going into 2027 elections, because they wouldn't have been able to have enough time then to gather themselves together to rebuild and to face it. Even if you feel they are not going to make impact in 2027, they still have to give it a try. You can't win the jackpot if you do not buy the lottery ticket. So the best opportunity it provides for them now is all the warring parties to come together now, Sule Lamido, the Wiki group, the Makinde or Turaki group, to come together now and resolve the issues.
If Lamido had run with the Court of Appeal judgment, I mean, that convention, did not hold water. Wiki is also calling for unity. But there are many who are saying, is that even possible? Because as we speak now, the Makinde faction is heading to the Supreme Court. Is there still time for reconciliation between both parties?
So the challenge is, if you go to the Supreme Court, the first question is, for how long will it take the Supreme Court to run through this case? And when the Supreme Court runs through this case, and if it affirms or upholds the previous judgment from the High Court, you don't even have enough time to do anything.
If you don't get it, if I don't get it, then you too will not get it.
If they are serious about competing, if they are serious about challenging the ruling party, the APC, then this judgment provides the greatest opportunity for them. You must not forget that important things were laid out here. One, Sule Lamido's right, inalienable right, to belong to the party of his choosing and to be part of the process. That is what the court has upheld. We also have a situation where 14 states across the country did not hold a proper Congress leading up to that convention in Ibadan. And the court is saying, oh, you did not hold proper Congresses. How did you get these delegates? It means that even the votes from these 14 states will be a nullity because you did not hold Congresses in this place. So I think for them, if they do not come together here, then it will mean that they are the ones who within themselves are actually destroying the party and not providing a veritable opposition to the APC.
Ultimately, the bigger issue here is public perception. This internal crisis has badly damaged, PDP's credibility to put forth a good fight ahead of 2027. You look at the figures now, they are left with just two governors who may be heading out of the PDP anytime from now. You're wondering, after all, after all have been said and done, they are left with practically an empty party. What does that mean for both factions at this time?
If you were in the shoes of those governors or any elected official, with the uncertainty surrounding the party, you wouldn't be there. Because if you go, who's going to give you the nomination? Which of the groups?
The governor was waiting for the Court of Appeal judgment and he left immediately.
You understand? So what am I going to be doing here when there's still contention? Even if, the appeal court has taken this decision, okay, they are going to the Supreme Court. So how long will I wait for the Supreme Court? Because the Electoral Act has guidelines, the Constitution has guidelines, there are time frames in which things ought to be done. So if they do not sit down now with the little window left for them, then the PDP will be a goner, completely a goner, and they will not be able to challenge for anything. But if they want to salvage anything at all, I think that if there's any political party that can give the APC a good run for its money, I think it's the PDP. They still got certain level of structure. They still got certain level of name. Once they can get their acts together, the members can get their, whichever faction, they need to make this work if they want to make any impact at all.
It depends on which of the elections you're talking about, because the national leader, as of today, is supporting the president for a second term.
Well, he may be there and still support the president. He was in the PDP before supporting the president. People can have differences.
All right.
In the United States of America, there were lots of Democrats who were in the Democratic Party who supported the Republican candidate who is the president today. So it depends on what you choose. That you can come together, choose a candidate, do whatever you want to do, and then one person says, well, I'm in this party, but I want to stick with the president. He may also advance his position to the PDP with the way things are and say, okay, why don't we join a coalition with the ruling party, and let's see what happens. And if they disagree, they can then choose their own candidate. ACN did that in 2011.
Good place to live in. Solomon Ajuziogu is senior political correspondent with TVC News. Thank you for the insight.
Thank you for having me.